Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody watching right now. Before we start the video, make sure you guys tap that like button. Also follow me on all my socials, man. I greatly appreciate you. So I want to talk about today why this journey is so difficult for a lot of people, you know, and my honest opinion, I feel like this is a rites of passage for every man, right? Every man should challenge himself to be able to embark on this journey, because not only is it going to help you out, but it's going to change your life forever, right? No cap, man. The reason why this is so difficult is because people are afraid of themselves, all right? People are afraid to go within and pull out their potential. You see a lot of people walking around this earth that never realizes their full potential or their purpose. They settle. People settle with jobs, people settle with relationships, people settle with their life. When something becomes too difficult, people automatically shift their focus away from that. You know, and this is why a lot of people fail in life, period. This is what separates being good from being great. The greats, they went through the process, right? They put the work in, they put the hours in. You know how many times I failed in my life? Whatever I've done, whether it was track, whether it was this journey, my spiritual journey, life in general. You know how many times I fell down? But one thing about me is I always pick myself back up. Because I understand, and I understood at a young age, that as long as you don't quit, you can never be a failure. That as long as I'm learning from my mistakes, I can always come back stronger. But some people are afraid to get their ass kicked. I'm just gonna put it out there. A lot of people are afraid of that ass whooping, man. Life is going to beat you down. I don't care what you do. But you have to go through that process. This journey right here teaches you patience. It teaches you discipline. Right? It takes a lot of self-control, man, to not want to release one, especially after you start feeling your energy boil up after a few days. It takes a lot of strength. I think you guys take for granted how strong you are. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section if you having trouble with this journey. Some days you want to give up, some days you want to quit. But the fact that you still here, even after you fail, you still get up and try again, that says a lot about your character, your strength. You want to better yourself, right? You want to see where this life takes you. You got to live your life with no regrets. No matter if you made a bad decision in life, you know what I'm saying? Don't regret it. Learn from it. Sometimes we got to take a certain path for a reason to be able to evolve into the person we need to be. I look back at all the mistakes I made in my past, and at one point in my life, I did have regrets. Like, man, if I can go back, I would have changed this, or I would have said this different. I should have taken this opportunity. Right? I have all these woulda, coulda, shoulda. But I ask myself, if I would have changed my choice, would I be where I'm at today? Would I be who I am today? And one thing I love about this journey is that it starts to raise your consciousness. Okay? So you don't see things from the field. You start to see from a bird's eye view. So from a bird's eye view, I started to realize that every single decision that I've made in my life up to this point was part of the plan. That was the roadmap that I had to take to learn my lessons, to grow, to evolve. All right? There's a reason why I started doing retention. That was a piece of the puzzle. Right? I know some people don't believe in the benefits. Some people say it's cap. Some people think that, you know, it's all in our head, it's placebo. But there's a reason why I was led to this journey. There's a reason why you was led to this journey. Nothing is by chance. There's no such thing as coincidence, right? You're on this journey for a reason. It's teaching you something. But you got to ask yourself, what are you learning from this journey? What's in it for you? Because the reason why I started this journey and the lesson that I learned from it is going to be different from you, right? We don't all have the same life experience. We don't all have the same path. So it's going to be different from person to person. But you got to sit down and ask yourself, what is the purpose for me doing this? Right? How is it going to benefit me in the long run? When you start to ask questions about why you do something and you start to establish what's going to keep you going, what's your end goal, that's going to make it less difficult, slightly. You know, because now you have a plan. See, I think a lot of guys don't have a plan when they do this journey. You just doing it, and when you don't have a plan, everything else falls apart. Your discipline, your motivation, your persistence, your tenacity, all that falls apart because you don't have no direction. Right? You know, what's a football team, a basketball team without a coach? If you don't have a coach, if you don't have someone to give you direction and to give you the step-by-step things you need to do to better yourself and be successful, the team is going to fall apart. You got to have structure. You got to have organization. So with this journey, you need to organize yourself, organize your thoughts, organize your motivation. That's going to help you go further. Right? For me, I was just doing this journey as a challenge at first. Can I go 90 days? Right? That's 3 months. Can I do 3 months on this? And then once I hit that milestone, it became difficult because now I didn't know what was the next goal for me. Should I keep doing this? And I realized that my foundation for retention was to grow spiritually. I wanted to be a better man spiritually. And I understood by retaining my energy, it was going to help me grow because now I have all the resources to build myself up. And that's what it's all about. Learning how to handle your resources. And it's kind of funny because I realized when I was releasing a lot, I was losing money too. It seemed like it was a reflection of my life. But when I started retaining and holding on to all my resources, this is when I started to see more resources in my real life. My financial status went up. You know, my happiness, the people that I attracted were higher quality. There's a lot of little things that started happening, and I realized it's because you are what you attract. You saving up all your energy, and then you programming it with the right affirmations, your thoughts, your actions, then this is going to create your reality, right? So for you guys that feel like this journey is difficult, you need to write down a plan for yourself. Where do you want to go, right? And also take note of the benefits that you're receiving, okay? Journal about your success. Chalk up your wins. I get a lot of guys in the comments that will go a few months and then relapse, and then you feel like your life is falling apart. Don't treat yourself like that. Treat yourself as, okay, I made it this far, right? What did we learn in this stretch or this streak? Remember, just because you relapse or make a mistake, you're still a better person than you were before you started. Okay? It's all about perspective. Talk to yourself nice. Treat yourself nice. Okay? Instead of you guys beating yourself up over a relapse, why don't you, after a relapse, go treat yourself? Take yourself out to dinner. Buy yourself something nice. And congratulate yourself for making it that far. And then once you do that, you say, all right, well, we made it this far. We celebrated. Now let's go further. Celebrate your wins. I don't care how small or big. Always celebrate yourself. Okay? You got to keep your morale high. You know, any great general is always going to keep his troops' morale very high, no matter how much defeat they face. Okay? You have billions of cells inside of you, and they all make up your being. You are the one consciousness that's in control of this body, these cells, these organisms, these life forms that live inside of you. So you got to keep the troops morale high, your cells morale high. All right? Because they all following your lead. You are a multi-universe. This journey is not easy, right? And I can tell you guys from experience, I made so many mistakes. But I'm telling you, you're going to get to a point where you're going to get tired of making mistakes. You're going to get tired of being a failure. And you're going to learn. You're going to grow. You're going to evolve. You're going to be the best version of yourself. But you got to stick with it. Okay, so if you're having a hard time, guys, I do one-on-one consultations. I'll leave my link in my description and in my pinned comments. With that being said, y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out. Peace.